Moderately armored. Try that one.
Moderately. I can't find it. Moderate.
There's so
Moderately
many
armored.
legends. Oh my god.
Or just look up the word armored.
Armored. Heavy metal.
Feet.
Heavy metal. Moderately armored requires me to have a light armor proficiency. Fuck.
Lightly armored.
That's the one I can do.
Yep, lightly armor. Your trained master uses the light armor of the following benefits. You increase your strength or dexterity score by 1 to a maximum of 20. You keep proficiency with light armor.
I'll just probably just go light armor. Like I said, I don't want to invest too much into it, so I'm just like just enough so I'm not wasting spell slots. You know, not getting punched in the face. That's all I really want to do.
Yeah.
Because I am legitimately a healer, and it's like I have a good cantrip so I can use. So it's like I'm just trying to focus on healing. Hopefully, he says, knowing he also has fireball in his inventory.
What did you mean by this?
Tactical fireball. Oh, I don't think I also have that thing that Quentin has where he can mold it around people. So
Yeah, no, that's a wizard thing.
Oh, cool. Some of you may die, but it is a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
I mean, what meta magic do you have?
What the fuck?
Let me check. Gamer.
Meta magic.
Check feats. Or features and traits.
Yeah, I have Quicken Spell and Seeking Spell.
Okay.
But I should probably have... Which is the one that... Transmute.
Careful
Ooh.
spell. That one's careful spell.
Okay, I'll think about it. How about that?
There's also twin spell. That one's one of my favorites.
Isn't that just 2 spells?
Yeah, well, you'd take a spell that would target a single person and make it target 2 people.
That's pretty good.
I like something like it. Here's your...
Let's check out Careful Spell.
But you can't do it with spells like Lightning Bolt, because that targets multiple people. That doesn't target multiple people. That targets a line of people.
If you do... Oh, Careful... No. This is a saving throw one. No, Quentin has one that's like, it literally will mold the spell, but that's a wizard thing, so I can't.
Yeah, that's a wizard thing.
It's okay, I'll just be extra careful. It says.
Or we
Going.
buy rings of fire resistance or armor of fire resistance.
I don't think I need to double check. I might have Fireball. You know.
Okay.
Some, just
There's 60 legions.
Enough Fireball for all of them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What?
Bam.
It's the Industrial Revolution. Snap back to reality.
So here's a visual of what Rosemont
Are there
looks
balloons?
like. Ignore those. Google
Ignore
Images
those.
is not perfect. But this is generally what it would look like. It's crowded, a little grungy, very industrial, not
I need
built
music.
for looks, more for pragmatic manufacturing economy. So going back to where we left off, you guys had witnessed what Rosemont looks like, and Jordanelli was a little perturbed, thinking that Namora was a coastal paradise, but comes to find an industrial hub instead. He says, "Well, I guess we could try to settle in here for the night. It isn't exactly the coastal paradise I was expecting to rest in, but at least we're in civilization now."
Affirmative, though.
Nothing wrong with sleeping outdoors, but there are safety in numbers.
What are these large towers for?
So as you look around, and if you just take time to explore, you'll notice that there's branding everywhere. Most notable is the Austere Trading Company, and you just see their company name plastered on just like everything. Crates of product, on ships, on buildings. There's like there's a giant warehouse. It looks like an Amazon warehouse with just Austrian Trading Company on it.
I squint slightly and you see Oster Trading Company on like my arm.
You'll also see the Gravier Manufacturing Company, the Macron Construction Company, the Bâtisseur Ship Manufacturers Company, and those are at least the big names here of the business barons that run things in Rosemont.
Okay.
So very much you can assume that this is where all of the hard work in Namora is done.
Hey, boy, I say to Jordanelli.
Yes.
Where are we going? Where are we going?
Well, we're gonna find an inn. We're gonna have to look past all these manufacturing places. Not all. I mean, we're gonna have to find where the stores are too. You see him walk up to one of the humans. He kind of looks like a 1920s laborer with like his cap and his little what do you call those, suspenders?
Yeah, suspenders. Like a little newspaper cap.
Yeah. Hey, where's the hotel around here? We need accommodations. And he looks up from his clipboard and just like points to the southeast. So then Jordan will get back on his horse-drawn wagon and follow the pavement in that direction. Come to find the sun. We're coming to the end of dusk now. We're entering 9 o'clock at night, where it's getting dark, and you can see some shops are starting to close up. It's getting late. You can see like shop stalls opened up, but you can also see brick and mortar storefronts of everything you need. It's definitely like functional stores for functional people. You don't see luxury products being sold for the most part anywhere. And you eventually run into Basil's Pint and Tap, and it looks very much like an Irish pub kind of aesthetic.
Is this the place we'll be staying for the night?
Looks like it.
All right.
How much of a shithole is this place?
It does not look like a shithole.
It's not so much of a shithole. It's when you enter, like, they'll park the wagon, tie the horses, and as you enter, it is a pub of the working class, but it's tidy, it's clean, it's well kept. It's taken care of.
I do not need a room to sleep in. I can literally just hunker up on one of these chairs and just shut down.
Well,
So you're gonna sleep with the stuff?
Not with the stuff.
But who's gonna watch it? Obviously, it sounds like you should be doing it.
All right, fine. I'll sleep with the stuff, whatever that means. But don't get swindled, I guess.
do fairies need to sleep?
Yes.
Yeah. Obviously, I know these things because I am a fairy. Don't you know?
Jordanelli takes his place at the bar, and you can just see him ordering lots of ale, and he's just pounding ale, and his little body gets drunk very quickly.
I try to make sure nobody pickpockets him.
Okay, you're gonna keep an eye out for that.
I think since we're probably spending the night here, leaving in the morning, I think I'm gonna have just a few, maybe 1 or 2 drinks, then head to go get a separate room and sleep. Since Legion's sleeping with the
cart,
stuff. Cart.
apparently.
Okay.
Legion will just hunker up onto the top of the driver's seat and just go into the sentry mode.
They're just standing still, completely, just staring off his space.
Nerium,
Hi.
as you approach, they look at you carefully. It's a woman, slender, long brunette hair.
Okay.
She looks at you up and down closely and goes, "Yeah, I believe we can help you.
Good.
Visitors
I
from
would-
out of town?"
Yes.
$5 for a room.
I will take it.
Just the one bed?
Soft spoken.
Just the one bed.
Very well. Here's your key.
Thank you.
Your room
I
is
hand
upstairs.
her the 5 gold.
She will take your gold. And you wanted drinks too?
And just like a drink.
Okay, we'll just say it's like a silver per drink. Is anybody else wanting a room?
No, I'm too poor, so I'm sleeping in the wagon.
Jordanelli's spending all the money on beer. You're used to this though.
Same shit, different day.
Same shit, different day. Alright.
Oh.
Guess I'm the only one sleeping in a comfortable room.
Okay. So then, in the middle of the night, you see Jordanelli like stumbling and drunkenly walk out of the pub to the wagon and just like flop onto the floor of it.
Of the wagon.
Yeah.
Gets plastered, doesn't get room, just.
He looks at Elena and says, "I swear I was gonna get us a room. I swear I don't know what happened. They're racist toward gnomes.
You say this every tavern we go to.
They're racist. What can I say? I'm oppressed."
You said this when we went to a gnome tavern.
I don't recall this whatsoever. Why are you always lying? This is why I tell you you need to be more honest. Fucking,
Actually,
fucking fairies. And then he just
Alright.
passes out.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
just-
unroll my bedroll. I'm just gonna unroll it and I'm just gonna sleep. I'm gonna
How?
sleep right next to Legion, just keep posing for dominance in the back of the wagon.
Okay. What the fuck do you look like? I forgot to ask that.
I'm like small, like a gnome, and I faintly glow blue.
Okay.
I'm
You
just
have-
quirky like that.
Wings?
No,
'Cause
no,
you
that's,
do.
that's stupid.
Fairies. Fairies have a fly speed.
I don't need wings to fly.
He's right.
Alright.
I'm operating at higher thetan levels than you.
It legit says he don't need wings to fly with it.
Alright.
Does a ninja stance around me? What the fuck?
Mm.
Oh yeah. So everything's kind of like everything I own is actually kind of like child size small. Like even my bedroll is like a child's bedroll. Nothing is normal people size.
Not
Why
even
is it
just gnome
cheaper?
built. You travel with a gnome.
I guess yeah. I guess I could have gotten a gnome size or child size, whichever one. I'm just saying I'm small. Everything I own is small.
You're
I'm
small.
small. I'm small. I'm
All right.
literally like 3 feet, I think.
So, in the middle of the night, Legion, is you're subconsciously aware of everything going on. You notice some seedy-looking thugs kind of loitering and moving around the city in the dead of night. It's quiet. There's guard patrol sparingly, but you see some ruffians just kind of like take notice of your wagon and begin to shift over in your direction.
How close are they?
They're probably about 25 feet off.
All right, if they get anywhere near, like, if they get them within 10 feet, I'm gonna try
Turn
something.
Shelby.
They
Step away from the wagon.
They curiously look at the wagon, they get close, and they approach it within comfort's distance, and they begin like looking at you and like eyeing you up and down and looking at the wares and looking at people sleeping, and they're like, get a load of this.
Legion is gonna twitch, and the light is going to suddenly turn on and be red, and go hostiles detected, and he'll slowly turn his head over to these thugs and just be like, "Please step away from the wagon."
Oh shit! They just run.
Shit.
Twitch again, and the light will turn blue, and then he'll just shut back down.
Sentry
Well-
mode activated.
What was that, Legion? I couldn't hear you.
Are you drunk too?
No, I'm just tired.
Just tired.
Alive.
That's about as eventful as the night gets. Come morning, you've got that nice salty breeze to wake you up from the ocean. Not too far
Great
off.
salt. I'm gonna rust.
They're gonna have to scrape you down every night.
Literally needs to be oiled so it doesn't rust. That's all you need to do, right? If you're metal, you need to be oiled to make sure you don't have sea salt on you.
Well,
You-
I am magical
Barnacles.
as well, so maybe I don't rust because I'm magical.
Magical salt.
Magical robot.
magical salt. You get fucked.
With that pink
Anyway, nothing happened in the night.
Nothing happened in the night. You guys awaken, and you can see that shops are opening up, businesses are becoming active. Very early in the morning, you probably wouldn't wake up if not for all of the dockyard workers just getting started immediately and like lifting crates and shouting orders and just making a ruckus in the morning.
Just like naval bells ringing every once in a while.
Yeah, absolutely.
I imagine a place like this has a clock that just rings constantly every hour on the hour.
Lunch.
Lunch.
So the day is yours. Jordanelli wakes up with a hangover.
Maybe you should not have ingested so many toxins.
What toxins? I didn't have anything to drink last night. You're drunk.
Okay. I mean,
Jordanelli, you're doing that thing where
Me.
you lie again.
Look, I got robbed last night. I couldn't even
That's-
afford a drink.
That's a lie. I was with you all night. You're a liar.
And around that time, they're like talking. Miriam comes out, just like rubbing the right side of her face. Like in the photo, she actually has like punk style esque hair covering her left side.
all right.
Anyway,
Is there any provisions that we need before we leave, or anything else we need?
I'd like to buy armor.
How much gold you got?
Am I buying it from you?
I don't know, not me, but like I have 153 gold and 5 silver.
I have 15 gold.
I don't have a whole lot. I have 61 gold pieces.
I slept in the wagon because I couldn't afford to sleep in a building.
Jordan Elliott, after changing his clothes, looks at Alaneo and says, "Alaneo, I need you to loan me some money for breakfast." Again.
I don't loan him money, knowing that he still owes me money.
Alaneo, look, you don't want me to starve, do you? I'm gonna starve.
You have money. You have a wagon, so you must have money.
What? This wagon is my livelihood. Don't worry, the business will become profitable any minute. You just need to front me the money, and I swear I'll make double what you give me by the end of today.
Maybe you should have spent all your money on alcohol last night. You drunk.
I already told you they robbed me because they were racist against gnomes.
Negative. You definitely spent all your gold on alcohol.
Look, if I spent all my gold on alcohol, I would have a receipt for it. You can't.
Lee's just gonna look at what the fuck's a receipt?
The hell's the receipt?
It's proof of transaction. Do you not give your receipts for your accounting purposes?
I don't even know what the fuck a
Do you
receipt
need an
is.
accountant? I'm a CPA.
Negative, but we should probably like
I'm not
journey
a CPA.
onwards towards
I like to roll
Llivena.
insight. Oh,
He's not
no.
a CPA.
I just know he's lying.
Oh my god.
Don't even need to check.
Anyways, let us get going. Please.
No, I need to go to a store. Please.
Oh my
No,
god.
you need to
Well,
loan me
then
your
let's get
money.
to the store.
You have 16 gold. That is
I
not.
need to
think
buy
that's
armor.
enough. I don't think that's enough for a piece of armor.
For padded armor, it's enough.
For padded
For
armor.
padded armor.
The description literally says a bunch of clothes put together to be armor.
What do
I
you
can
need
afford-
armor for? You don't fight. I do all the fighting around here.
You fight alcoholism. That's the only thing you fight.
Oh, I don't fight alcoholism. I don't
You
have a
lose
problem.
to it.
I just want to go to a store.
He whips the
please.
reins. He's gonna like clap, 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 clap.
Oh,
All right. Well, it's just gonna like hop onto the back of the cart, and the
If
cart
you don't
probably
have
goes,
money to buy me breakfast, you don't have money for shit.
Maybe they'll have more provisions and more jobs in Llivena.
Here's hoping.
Here's hoping.
This Assassin's Creed Syndicate music's really going with this.
As you
maybe.
ride through the city, you notice that wagons are coming in from the forest. And trains of wagons, not just one, not just two, like wagon after wagon after wagon. And you can see lined up on all these wagons are just packed like sardines, these chimeric looking people with those animal features. Some of them being bonded. And as
Bonded?
they arrive, they're in their various locations around the city. You see them being offloaded, untied, and given instructions on what to do.
What do you mean bonded?
Like hands tied.
Bound?
Yeah.
Bound.
Oh. Are they criminals?
More like slaves.
Why are they slaves?
Look at them. They just bring ragged clothing. They're bonded. They look a little bit more malnourished. See their expressions?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they don't look happy.
We were not aware that slavery was a thing here in, where the fuck are we? Not
Rosemont?
in Rosemont.
If they were prisoners, wouldn't you agree they'd be seeing a lot more guards than you see now?
You'll notice that a lot of the people, the humans at work, are armed with like whips or various like nightsticks, things like that.
Is there like a lot of the hybrids to humans? Like, is there like what's the ratio of hybrids to humans?
Um, there is a high ratio of hybrid to human, but humans are not lacking in numbers either. So,
Okay, okay.
yeah, it seems like there's definitely enough there was a capacity plan to make sure that there's enough humans to keep these people under control.
Is there one of these people who whips around?
With whips around, yeah, you could easily approach one.
Excuse us, sir.
But yes,
What are these animal creatures?
these animal creatures. Well, that's an apt
These-
description. They are the Charon.
The Charon. How do you spell that?
I just typed in Sharon.
I'll put it in your notes.
Oh,
I'm no longer gonna explain. I'm just gonna dump the the lore in the background. Here you go.
They just pronounce the E like a.
Sharon.
Sharon,
Charon. Alright.
like you're French.
What is their purpose? What are they doing here?
They are a local tribe.
Oh no, these are French.
French!
They are a local tribe of Inuit people who have lived here before the Nemorans came and settled this land.
Wait, were they around when I was walking the earth?
They were.
They were. Oh. Cool.
But
Why'd
they
you-
have a when we came and civilized their savage nature, we gave them a reservation off site that they live in the community on, but we bring them here every day to give them work to help them sustain their economy and give
you
them
pay them,
some
right?
purpose.
What are they?
They make wages.
What about the ones in bonds?
Some of them, they try to escape, and we have to ensure that they don't try again.
Escape? I thought you said they're here to make wages. And are they not here willingly?
They have a
Oh no! Oh no!
Is it clearly?
we provide them the work whether they like it or not.
Dude,
That just
dude,
sounds like slavery with extra steps.
But we do compensate
Oh, you-
them. Yes.
So
They
you-
they eat.
So do they earn wages while they're bonded?
Yes.
Is it the same as being unbonded?
Yes. Those who have not tried to escape, they get to remain unbonded. But those who do try to escape, we bond. We bond with them.
What?
Pardon me? Pardon us. What
God.
the fuck did you mean by that? Bond with them?
Well, it's the kinder way of saying we tie them up, make sure they don't go anywhere or hurt anyone.
So
Damn French.
you bond with restraints? So you put them into bondage?
What I do in my bedroom is none of your concern.
Oh, hilarious man.
Anyway,
Okay.
what is your business
Right.
here in Rosemont? Are you looking for work?
We are passing through.
Oh, I see. Heading to La Solana?
Correct.
I apologize for the inconvenience that our workers provide you. I promise you in La Solana you will not have to deal with them. You will not. There is no eyesore in La Solana.
Do you think they're an eye? No, never mind.
So none of the
That's right.
none of them, the slaves, look like similar to me, right? Or they all just look like animalistic humanoids.
Yeah, they're not full anything. They're not full human. They're not full animal. They don't look like you. You're consistently one thing.
Okay, it's a one.
Yeah, they're not tabaxis. They're a different kind of thing altogether.
So
Okay.
so there's no Sharon
Charon.
in the city.
In La Solana, no, they're primarily here. Where the reservation is. We tried to scoop them up and put them all in one place away from the good of society.
So they're all in Rosemont. They're not in other places.
Precisely.
Oh, okay.
And their servitude is sanctioned by the government, by the governing body
Absolutely.
of Rosemont, or of the what the fuck's the name of the
Of
country?
Namora, the
Namora.
military supports the effort to keep them contained.
Mental note: burn down this country.
Anyways, shall we get going?
We should. Thank you for the information. We will make our way towards La Selena as we speak.
Very well. If you need anything, don't be afraid to let us know. Farewell, travelers.
Goodbye.
Legion will wave goodbye, and when the guy's not looking, just go. And
Yes, that is the only. That's the only goodbye I give him to.
just walks away.
We should free them. All of them.
We'll need a bigger force.
We'll come back. We'll free them all.
You'd be starting a war.
But it's not.
Maybe
right.
we convince another country to start a war against them, and then while that's happening, we do a slave revolt.
Sure, that could work.
Is Namora at war with anybody?
No. Namora
Slave
is
revolt.
famously. It's kind of like. It's a mercantile middleman between everybody. So like they benefit from all wars because they kind of just like. They don't play sides. They just kind of play the businessman.
Sharon of the world, the only thing you have to lose are your chains.
So, as you leave Rosemont and head for La Solana, you see kind of like almost a highway system. It's very well paved. There's plenty of infrastructure. There's lighting set up along the way for you if you travel at night. There's guard presence. There's a lot of foot traffic from travelers heading to and from city to city.
Does Jordanelli do anything? Like, does he just keep going on?
Yeah, he's just going. He just does his usual banter. He's a banterer.
Terrible.
So if you take off in the morning, you could, with this road system, arrive in La Selena within about 4 hours. So, if there's anything you want to raise discussion on, now's the time.
You said we should free the Sharan.
Sharon?
Sharan? Whatever. These are French bastards, probably deserve nothing more than a swift axe to the neck, but we should figure out a way to finish our own goals before helping other people.
It's a very big task, but I think any task of good morals is worth doing.
Maybe, but I don't think we're ready to take on an entire country.
That's true.
Not yet.
That might be-
Need to get famed first. Right now, we're technically just small group of mercenaries.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, maybe criminals too.
Maybe criminal. Wait, we're criminals? When did
I'm
that
sorry.
happen?
Sorry. Do you want to elaborate on that one?
Yes.
Just give...
Yes, Namor. Fucking your name. Miriam, would you like to elaborate on how we became criminals?
How else would you explain us burning down a building?
In the
I'm
criminal
sorry.
society?
I'm sorry.
Mhm.
You all burned down a building
We did.
with with people in it?
I don't know, actually. I don't think that happened.
That somehow makes it worse. That somehow makes it worse if you don't know.
Well, we were also inside the building. So, there was that.
So you were trying to commit
I-
suicide?
No.
Negative. It was a slave traders building. We were trying to cause panic, get people out as fast as possible. Turns out they really wanted to kill us.
Well, they're slavers, so that they probably weren't good people, so they might have deserved a burning a building.
Affirmative.
I think
This world runs
Pelor.
on slaves.
What? Slavery is bad. Ask Pelor. He'll tell you. Slavery is bad. It's in the religion.
Been in the religion.
Aren't we
Not
all, in a way, slaves to the system?
Yes.
Not even Andrew Ryan had slaves in it.
Anyways.
Granted, now that I think about it, we were probably its slaves, but
We might have been slaves all along. Fuck.
but we still controlled our free will. Kind of.
Asterisk.
The best kind of
Kind of.
slaves.
Alright, so are we at the city yet?
So, yeah, after conversation, you have your 4-hour ride and you arrive in the afternoon to La Selena, and you can see. Let's see here. Well, let me just show you.
When airships are not canon. Make me very sad. Oh, I see it. You gotta stretch it. You gotta stretch it.
Stretch the airship?
Oh yeah, I see the image you put, but you gotta stretch it. Legion, do you have a soul?
Yes. 1,469 of them, in fact.
So you're saying if I convert you to my religion, it is the most efficient conversion known to man?
Possibly.
There we go.
What if I told you there was a god who only does good things?
There are many gods. There are many gods who do good things.
But this one is really good.
Are you talking about Palor?
Yeah, yes.
I heard you talking about Palor a minute ago.
Yes. I talked
mean-
about Pelor.
We know Palor exists.
Whenever you're ready, Quentin, I'm just kind of buying time.
No, you're good.
Okay.
So you guys arrive. You pull up all around this bay area, and you witness this grand city of high elevation. You can see the city stacking, big buildings here, buildings here, buildings here, just up this cliff, up on this hill. And at the very top, you can see these beautiful big buildings, large, displaying grandeur and wealth. The entire city looks designed around the idea of beauty, of wealth and economy and trade and being of a world superpower.
Are we in Spain? Is this Barcelona?
You make your way into the city, and you see there is no sign of working class people. There is no impoverished people. Everyone seems to be of upper middle class and wealthier in this city.
This place looks super beautiful. I just wish everybody else could live like this.
Fortunately, not everyone can live like this.
There,
Negative. Not everyone can, and it makes us want to burn the place down.
you can see in the Bay Area personal boats that you've not really seen of this nature before. Like this time's version of what a yacht would be. Just personal boats for recreation and leisure. People.
Those ships firing on each other in the distance.
I don't. Maybe.
How do they look different from a normal ship?
Well, normal ships have cargo on them. They have laborers on them, and they're built for pragmatism. They're built of sturdy stuff. But these boats are a little smaller. They have all these bells and whistles on them. Like they have gold, silver, like designs on the side. They have big fancy like statues on the front. I forgot what you call those.
Oh yeah, the ornament on the top, on the front,
And
with the naked lady.
you can just see wealth on the boat, like silks. You see these wealthy people drinking like champagne on them. It's different. You look at those and you don't think that they're meant for work or for military.
How does this place maintain peace? They must have problems that need to be solved by adventurers, surely.
It surprises me too, because you think if you see all these snobby people, you think you'd want to take stuff from them. You know, that's how usually some people do these things.
Yeah, this place should be rife with thieves. Where are they?
Probably hidden around here.
With more time to inspect, you'll notice as you look out on the bay, there is ships in the distance that looked militaristic and armed to protect the bay. And as you get into the city, you'll notice guard presence for sure. Not like heavy guard presence, but there's plenty to assure that there is no trouble, and to spot if anybody there doesn't belong.
Right. I wonder how they feel about a fairy, a robot, and a cat person.
So,
And
as
a
you're
gnome, I guess.
as you're getting ready to reach the inner wall of the city, there's a bit of a checkpoint set up, and as you approach, the guards ask you, "What is your business in La Solena?" Jordanella says, "I'm a merchant."
I'm traveling merchant.
Pulls out his little scroll. He says, the guard looks at Jordan Elliott and says, "You have 48 hours to do your business, and then we will ask you to please leave. This is your pass into the city on mercantile business, and you can see on it there's dates that will allow you to show guards that you're within your allotted time."
48 hours? That's so short.
Cannot have riffraff running around here. Anyway, enter. And please show any other guards that if by request. So you guys enter the city, and while you're used to like rough cobblestone pavement, in most nicer cities have cobblestone pavement. Others just have dirt. This place is smooth, like concrete pavement. There's no bumps. And the roads to the city wind all the way up to the top where those big buildings are. And Jordan Elias says, "Well, I need to go and try to see who I can sell my wares to.
Swindle, you mean?
Well, when you got charm like me, there is no swindling necessary.
We wish you luck.
So,
We do.
Please fuck these people out of their money.
good luck with whatever you plan on doing. You just have 2 days to do it, and then we gotta get out of here.
Yeah. Thank you for the ride, of course.
Very well. Meet me. Oh shit! Where's the tavern here?
We forgot to find a meeting point.
Yeah, how about we go to a tavern first?
Okay, let's find a tavern.
I wonder what a tavern name will be.
He goes. He just turns to a guard who's on post and goes, "Hey, yo, where do I sleep?" He just shows him the badge.
Trying to it's not even like just show the face, man.
Where do I sleep?
Alright, sorry. Alright, sorry.
Please, Monsieur Sir. Down by the bay. Down by the bay. You go now. Bye bye.
Get out of here.
Shoot.
So as you guys head to the coastline, right on the water, there is this inn tavern that says the West Elm Inn on the front in cursive writing.
Hey, looks like this is it.
Elm Inn.
Now that we know what it will be, can we please go to a store? I beg you, for love of God.
Thank you for the love of God.
For the love of Pelor, I mean.
I can imagine that meme.
Alright.
You then just see Jordanelli riding down the road, like just accosting people.
Just accosting people.
Jordanelli's out of the deal.
How
You guys
about
are free to explore the city.
I guess
You can
we'll
go to
look
the
for
store.
For a store.
You guys can go look for a store. Actually,
It'll be real quick. I swear. I just need some armor, and I need to get rid of a dagger.
let's go find a store.
I look for a store. Any store.
Okay.
How about an armorer first?
An armorer store, I guess.
An armor, a blacksmith.
A blacksmith.
Okay. Well,
Where's the blacksmith?
I'll just say that you guys are looking around the city, exploring. You'll eventually find whatever it is you're looking for given time, so we'll just assume that you find it. And you find a market square area full of boutique shops and fine dining. But there are establishments for what you're looking for. They're not, you can tell that they're small, but they put out high quality stuff. So they don't have a big clientele, but they have a small, wealthy clientele. So as you walk in to the blacksmith, usually when you walk into a blacksmith shop, you can see their forge and all their stuff, and you can see all their wares, and it's grungy because it's a grungy work. But for the first time in many of your lives, you walk into this blacksmith shop and there is like a lobby with a receptionist desk, and it's clean and it's interior decorated, and there's a young man at the desk who says, when you enter, you hear the bell ring, and he goes, "Hello, how can I help you?"
Well, this is different.
I push. You need to change your name from Kilroy to something else. In roll 20.
Foxy
Joseph.
Grandpa.
I did.
I think we might just need to update it.
Well,
Refresh.
I'm actually seeing if you guys have any studded leather armor.
Studded leather.
Yes, just something cheap. I obviously look a little uncomfortable because it's like very high rich, so I'm like just something cheap. Yeah, studded leather's cheap, right?
He gives you a look and says, You want something, you mean affordable?
Yes. Let's go for that.
Well, we do have leather. We only source from the finest tanners. I can provide you with studded leather armor. How much does other armor usually run for?
I forget. I forget actually.
Um,
Eh. Neither.
Leather armor is 10 GP usually.
10 gold. He says,
Oh, I can afford it.
I can give you your studded leather armor with
Oh, wait,
any
studded?
customizations you'd like, any embellishments if you'd like. But standard studded leather armor will cost you 15 gold pieces here.
Standard studded leather armor.
Correct.
15 gold pieces.
Wait, studded is usually 15 here? That's a deal.
The deal. Okay. Just a quick question. Do you have any enchanted studded leather armor? Or is this the nothing magical here?
We can do magical if you'd like. We have an
How much-
in-house enchanter who is dedicated to enchanting our products to cut out any outsourcing to make sure that we get you your products as fast as possible.
Okay. How much would a studded leather armor plus 1 cost?
+1.
Just a little minus a
Well, we
little
have
minor
an
glimmer.
enchanting fee. For the level of enchantment you're asking for, we'll have to tack on a 150 gold fee for that service.
150, good. I will keep that in mind. I will work for that. For now, let's just go with the standard studded leather armor, please. And, can you at least accommodate for my tail, at least?
Oh, we will take every measurement, don't you worry.
Okay.
Give us 2 hours.
Alright. Is there, do I have to pay up front, or do I have to wait till the work is done?
Oh, you will pay us upon receiving and trying the armor first.
Okay, fair.
They're gonna take your measures real quick, but
Alright.
they measure. They just like very quickly just gets every limb, every angle, and then heads back.
Huh.
He says, "See you in 2 hours."
Alright. Your turn.
I walk up to the counter and I tell him, hearing the deal, I say, I'd like 1 studded leather armor, please.
He says, "How curious. You don't look like a. You're. Never mind. It's not my place to ask questions. 15 gold. You get your armor.
What? Why you? What? What were you gonna say? What?
You just
Wait, what
you
do you
glow
mean?
is all, and I was curious.
Okay, I glow. All right. 13 gold pieces.
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay.
Okay.
26. Okay.
That's the
He
official
looks
response.
at you and then at your compatriot and says, "You know what? Buy in bulk. We make it a little more inexpensive for you. You both get 13 gold as payment."
Sounds good.
I would also like to sell you a dagger. It is a fine crafted dagger. It's just a regular dagger. How does 3 gold pieces sound to you?
20 gold pieces. That is robbery.
Is it? Can I roll persuasion again?
We'll use your 26. It's fine.
Hmm.
He says, we can negotiate, but 3 gold is a little high. I think,
2 gold and 5 silvers then.
how much is a dagger supposed to go for?
2 gold pieces. 2 gold pieces.
2 gold pieces. He says, I will pay no more than full price for this dagger. I will give you 2 gold, despite that I would only be willing to pay 1 normally. But because you're so goddamn cute.
I take the deal.
Okay. He pays you 2 gold pieces.
Also, I'm literally. This is a counter, right?
Mm-hmm.
I literally don't. I'm just
You're
at
like-
the counter, and I like get my gold. Like I literally put up a little dagger, like you see it, like, and then you see when I get the gold comes in, I go, like you just see a hand.
That's funny.
I could fly, but I refuse.
Is there anything else that you would like from the marketplace?
That's it. Leaves. Refuses to elaborate further.
Okay, Legion, what are you
Are
up
we-
to?
I'll be back with the for the armor.
See you
I'll
soon.
wait for Legion.
You're muted, by the way, Legion.
Alright. Legion's gonna drop his old armor, a halberd, a hand axe, and be like, how much for these?
Holy shit.
Holy shit!
Please remove all metal items.
Oh god, so
shit.
you're, I hope you have prices ready for this, because I don't have that market up ready.
I have 20 gold for the halberd, I have 30 gold for the chainmail, and I have 5 gold for a hand axe.
He's going to negotiate with you for half of the retail price of these items. He says, these are used, these are worn, these have been here, these have been in ownership and have taken damage. I would assume that, half price, you'd be very happy to receive that.
2/3.
I'm sorry, just Legion. Just like, how much for these items? Jesus Christ! They were like, they had been used. They are old. There's blood all over them. 2/3. There's no more. No.
I maintain these weapons very well.
Flashback to swinging his hammer into, like, the bloody gore of a fucking...
Flashback to the bar and charging somebody 5 golds for a drink.
Give me a persuasion check, Legion.
Cool, I have a negative to this. Let's go.
Let's go.
8.
8. He says, I can only do half. My forge master will be very upset with me if I pay any more than that for these products.
Right, half would be 25. Yeah, half would be 25.
He hands you 25 gold and takes the lot.
Remove, and do you know if there's any work around this area for adventurers?
If there's work for adventurers, if you can outbid employers of the Knight's Escrow, then there's plenty of work for you. You just have to be willing to outbid them on wages.
Wait, don't we have something else to do? Aren't we here for something?
Yeah,
Yes,
your armor.
we are here or something.
Gotta remind the party we're here. We actually have an objective here. Hold on.
I didn't forget.
I may have forgot.
I don't believe you. I don't believe any of you. You're all liars. You and Jordan Deli. I don't believe you.
Anyways,
Yeah. All right.
sure. Since we're already here, as I'm about to exit the door, I kind of like look over my shoulder and go back to the desk and say, "Have you heard of this someone named Vladimir around here.
I know of a high-profile Vladimir. I don't personally know of Vladimir.
What can you tell me of that Vladimir?
That Vladimir. This Vladimir you're inquiring about is of the landed circle. He is a nobleman here in the city of La Solena. He holds influence with the court of the government and of our commerce here. He has his estate up in the Velvet Domain.
Is there a way to go see him? Possibly by appointment or just a walk-in?
I would not know. I simply receive my clientele from the upper echelon, and I deliver those orders. I am not in that loop. I think you could try to visit the Velvet Domain and ask around if you have that kind of prestige. Otherwise, I think if you are not on official business here, they are a bit dismissive of you.
Oh, you guys are like French Nazis.
What is that? Nothing.
What level of mercantile business did you come
That's
here
all
on?
I really need to.
What are the levels?
Well, there's a basic one where merchants can come and sell their wares for a day or two, and to the more common people like myself here. But if you are of the whitelist per se, if you have networking connections with the upper echelon here in society, you have access to the Velvet Domain and the clientele there.
Ethan, are you okay? Your thing looks like it bugged out.
Did Ethan disconnect?
I think we lost it.
I think we lost Ethan. Shit.
It's just still frame. Like, God.
I clicked it and now it's just loading.
Okay, so I can assume that I keep wanting to say Ghirardelli, but Jordanelli, I assume only sells basic goods.
Oh yeah, he does not have any fame here.
Okay, so we have basic fame. So we would have to get personally invited to one of these estates.
You would have to know somebody who knows somebody.
And we don't know anybody. So how we
Yep,
get
sorry. Make it off for me. Okay, I'm back.
We probably need to do something extraordinary.
Something extraordinary, or we could try to blend end or something.
Well, how does
Oh,
a
yeah,
commoner
well.
in this land usually seek audience with one of these estates?
Seek audience.
Does a commoner ever speak to anybody at these estates? Does a commoner ever go there? Ever?
Only if reached out to by one of them.
Okay, then this is going to be problematic.
If you can do something to catch their attention, I don't know what your skill sets are, but if you make a name for yourself here and catch someone's eye,
How do we
They can
make a
get you
name
far.
for ourselves? We can only be here for 2 days.
Oh my god. Wait, how do we get more permanent?
systemic issues, my friend.
What? That's
Do
that's
you
what you write
have-
on a paper.
Do you
Not
ha-
what you.
do you,
Don't tell me that.
Well, looking at you, it's clear to see you are not of the ordained caste, which would go a long way, but unfortunately, that is not feasible for you. There are.
Oh well, you say we could. What about the jobs that you mentioned earlier? We need to outbid some people. So what if we do those jobs? Do those really get attention from the estates?
If you can do a high-profile job, perhaps. The Knight's Escrow handles most of the business of errand running for the upper echelon of the city. If you can, what's the word? Show them up. That would be impressive.
You said they're the Knight's Escrow, right?
Correct.
Okay. We'll just be better than them. I'm sure we're already better than them anyway.
Says if you can get some inside information on the business of the upper echelon and the Knight's Escrow, that could give you a leverage. I am not one such person, but such people do exist.
Well, let's go do some jobs then. Does that sound good, everybody, or does anybody else have an idea?
We do not have an idea, and the job sounds like a good place to start.
Miriam?
Indeed. Yeah, I'm down.
All right. So let's do it then. I leave.
How?
Refuse to elaborate further.
Let's wait for our armor first, please.
Oh.
While you're waiting for the armor, he'll also ask you, how much gold do you have to spend here? If I could be so frank with you.
That's rude. This many.
We have
That's big.
178 gold pieces. Did he just sigh? It looked like he sighed there for a second.
He leans in and quietly says to you, you might have enough. Go and visit the Lavender Cocktail on street number 578.
Lavender Cocktail.
Octo 578.
This can get us what we need.
Go ahead and order a moon's circlet. But only if you're willing to pay the price.
What's the price?
You'll find out when you get there.
All right. Well, then.
What's the way you find out when you get there? All right.
It sounds like we have our lead then. Let's go.
Mhm.
Or no, wait. We need to wait for our armor, or do we want to wait, or do we want to go there first and then wait for our armor?
Well, if we get over there and fight, and then you don't have any armor.
All right. I kill time then.
I would rather wait for the armor man.
I'll kill time then.
Yeah, we spend 2 hours waiting for their armor, get it, and then we go to the Lavender Cocktail.
I
Though
preach to
think-
Legion for the entire
Legion.
2 hours.
For the entire 2 hours, Legion is just, if he had a nose to pinch, you'd do it, but
He knew it.
he is just gonna go, we don't want to be beholden to any god. We know they exist, but that's about it.
It's not to be beholden. You're being beholden to everybody.
You all
But
receive
Pelor knows the best way.
Sweet.
I give him armor.
And
Taylor is
let's-
the best way. We don't even know if we trust the gods. The gods could be the reason why Andrew Ryan blew up.
Or Pelor is the only thing keeping the world together. or trying to. Besides, you don't even have to believe in Pelor. You could just follow Pelor's good virtues and
Hey,
do good
fact.
work here.
Well, you
I'm
have
gonna
your
get one
armor.
of you.
The door opens and you can see one of the employees come out with your pieces of armor and says, "Made to measure. We appreciate your business. Do remember us next time you need anything here."
Well, I'm sure we.
What is this place called?
And if anybody up there asks you where you got these, just bear us in mind.
What's this place called?
This place is called the Ebony Mast.
Ebony Mast. I'm gonna name it. I'm gonna get a blacksmithy and call it the Gilded Cock.
Rooster on the rooster on the front of it. See real shit.
So they bid you good night. Well, it's not even nighttime actually. It's getting there. It's like 5 p.m.
Okay. So we will start this intrigue.
And then
Just
we
cool.
might have to. Are you guys gonna continue to what's happening next right now, or do you want to wait until next session?
I think we're gonna have to wait next session because I really
Yeah.
gotta.
Oh, working also. Yeah, and I think it'd
Yeah.
be better if we had enough time and not rush this.
Yeah, because
So-
I was like, granted, y'all are probably only gonna want 30 more minutes if we continue. So
Yeah, that'd probably be best. All right, that sounds good. I mean, good game. Good game. Good game.
Good intrigue.